Hi friends, today I'm going to read you a story from my kitchen because I'm home just like all of you for a few weeks. So today we're going to read Marlon Bundo's A Day in the Life of the Vice President. This story is all about Vice President Pence's real-life bunny named Marlon Bundo. His wife actually wrote a bunch of stories about Marlon Bundo and his adventures as being the Vice President's bunny. So let's get started. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Marlon Bundo Pence. I live with my family here at the Vice President's residence. Some people call me Botus, a name any bunny would love. It means Bunny of the United States, a job I am very proud of. As the official bunny in residence here, I help out whenever I can, so Grandpa and I get ready for the busy day we have planned. Grandpa says goodbye to Grandma and we head to the motorcade. He grabs some freshly brewed coffee from the Naval Enlisted Aides. I hop in the black limo to make sure I get a good seat. I want to see all the people who will soon be lining the streets. Each day as we drive to the White House, we see people waving their flags. Grandpa always gives them a thumbs up, and I give my tail a nice wag. We pull up to the White House West Wing. This is where the Vice President works, and I hop down the hall to his office to see which meeting is first. When I look over Grandpa's shoulder, there's a scene with a familiar feel, but we're not in Indiana. I know it's a painting by T.C. Still. Grandpa has lots of meetings and other important events, but the most important meeting is first. That's the one with the president. I love the Oval Office with its fluffy carpet to walk on, and I nibble on a carrot while Grandpa and the President talk on. Then we race off to the Capitol, where Grandpa presides over a vote. He is the President of the Senate, which is very important to note. The huge dome is covered with paintings to the top of the ceiling so high. The reporters are asking their questions and the morning is flying by. Now we drive back toward the White House, but instead of right, we turn left. That's where Grandpa's second office is, in the building with lots of steps. It's the Eisenhower Executive Office Building, which is a lot of words to me. So for short, you can call it what I do, the wonderful EEOB. We meet people from across America. I wonder which states they are from. They come to share stories and questions and problems, and Grandpa helps answer each one. I'm getting awfully tired. We've sure had a busy day, so I'm glad we are about to go home, and maybe we'll have time to play. We head back to the Naval Observatory where we pass through the gates again. You can tell it's late from the giant clock with red numbers that read 8:10. We're not quite done with work yet. We drive up to the top of the street and we enter the round-topped building where we get a special treat. Inside there's a giant telescope where people can look at the stars. Grandma picks me up so I can look, and I promise I think I see Mars. As we go back down to the residence, I'm very glad to be home. But as we pass by Grandpa's office, I hear the ringing of the phone. I tell Grandpa his day's not done by tugging on his shoe. He picks up the phone. It's the president. Grandpa gives him the day's review. At last, Grandpa gets out his Bible and he quietly bows his head. I place my paw on his hand for one little prayer before bed. I think of all our adventures today from the White House to the Capitol Dome, and I remember how blessed I am to call this great nation my home. So if the news is on at your house, which I wouldn't recommend watching too much news, you might want to look for Vice President Pence, and maybe you'll spot Marlon Bundo somewhere with him. I miss you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.